really important that you have stuff that you believe in, that you feel good about, because if you feel good, your clients pick up on it. Mine do. You know, I do things, and you know, artists, after I do a record, you know, artists will put stuff up on YouTube, and you know, say I saw an interview that John Petrucci did after the fact, and he was just saying how he had a great time doing the record. They said they were laughing all the time, and it was fun. And then at the same time, I was walking around speaking with some people here, and they were saying, you know, this record, it's different than the ones before that, and blah, 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 and it felt good, but all the stuff that they were saying, they relate to human nature things, you know, and I'm not going to go all Tony Robbins on you about it. There's everybody up. And I'm not going to go Tony Robbins on it, but what I'm saying is that there's human nature approaches that if you make a good experience for the artist that you're working with, and you do really fantastic work, and you want to be the guy that everybody wants to be in the room with, guess what? You're going to get a call back. You're going to get a call back. I have some clients that are like, you know, we're getting old together. I've got clients that I've been working with them that long. And I think that's great. And really, when you say, if you want to be a successful studio owner or a successful artist, right? You want to be a successful artist? Guess what? You want to have a fan when you're 20 years old. When you're 60, you want to have that same fan, because that fan grew up with you. Not him, Rush. It worked perfectly for Rush. It works perfectly for a lot of bands that we hear about, right? That pesky Mick Jagger guy, how old is he now? 70 what? Right? He's 140. Yeah, brown sugar. Nice. When I pick gear, when I pick equipment, it's really important that I experience a lot of different bits of gear, and I look for things that are the right choices for me. Stuff that inspires me, right? But stuff that it's not like a fad buy. I don't want to put it on, do you have Craigslist here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to buy a piece of gear and then in 4 months I'm having it on Craigslist as a fire sale. Right? So, but these are things. I research the stuff, and there's equipment that I've had since I started. You know, and it's kind of old and beat up, and you know, we've grown old together, right? But there's a lot, that doesn't necessarily mean it's expensive, because there's a lot of affordable things. Right? But they're tools. These are tools. So I'll say it one more time, that this is about you being a painter. It's not about a brush. Right? Having a good brush is important. But if you suck as a painter, you know, my wife tries to get me to paint, and she says, "Oh, could you just edge this for me?" And it's like, go watch TV, Rich, you're not painting. Right? The last thing I'm going to say, and this is something that I've taken in a few students that have graduated from schools, and I have them come in. And they have them come in, and I give them some work to do. And my initial test for them is they'll say, "Well, what do you want to do?" And I'll tell them, "Guess what? I need you to edit this." They're expecting that they want to do Rush. And I say, "Well, you know, I've got this project where the drummer is swinging and the bass player is not swinging. And who's the band?" And I say the name, and he's never heard of them, right? Because it's a friend project. And I gauge the reaction, right? What I want to hear is, "Yeah, man, give me that." It's basically, I want the same solution that I try to offer. If somebody hands me, "Here's a problem, here's some compensation," give it back to me. I don't want to hear anything in between. Right? Kind of like anything else in life, right? And that's kind of what that's what I expect, especially from somebody that's graduated from an audio school, is I'm going to say, I have a problem. It doesn't matter what it is, right? It doesn't matter whether it's Rush or anything else. And I want you to fix that. On the positive side, I've met some really fantastic, talented people. On the realistic side, I've also come across some cases where I get a call and it's like, hey, you're working on like a lot of that Rush stuff. Can I have some of that? Some of what? Well, I just graduated from blah blah, and I'm ready. I'm going to produce. And this is true. This is exactly true. That they're basically saying that they want to come in and they just want one of these gigs. I have a few gigs, so can I have one? And the funny thing is when you take the analogy of that, I take the analogy and I use it for things like, hey, what would happen if we did it at the bank? I graduated finance school. And walk into the bank manager's office and say, these corporate accounts, take the day off, I'm doing them. You ever done that before? No. I graduated though from finance school. I'm doing them. How about you be a teller? I don't tell, buddy. I do this. I want your job. So and it's funny because it's funny when we take it out of the music environment. It's kind of funny, but it's true. So really what I'm trying to say is the final piece of this is to work really hard at it because it's super competitive. Because with the prices of everything dropping and studios being more and more commonplace, right? There are a lot less spaces for everybody to fit in. So it's really important. Listen, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Fady and Dawn and Mark from SSL. And I want to thank Chuck Shurak, and everybody at Sweetwater. I want to thank everybody for coming and hanging out. It was really great. And keep it, respect music, keep it all alive. And go out and buy some gear. Let me know what you buy. Let me know if you find anything really cool. Let's Chycki.
Hey everybody, before you go, I have an important announcement. If you're planning on coming to the Jason Donald concert at the end of the day, it's going to be at 4:30, not at 4 o'clock, and an additional time. But what you need to do if you're going to come at 4:30 is make sure that you go and check out. Check out before 4:30. You don't have to take the gear with you. It'll be waiting for you. Okay, everybody cool with that? Great, thank you. We'll see you later. Thank you.